Hey there, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew. I'm here to help you grow your channel, build your brand, and educate the sighted about the blind and visually impaired. Today's episode, we're going to do a tutorial of Teespring. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I greatly appreciate you being here. Let's get into today's video.
Disappointed by reality, trying to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say, you keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop, fierce and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
As I said, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and today we are covering a tutorial of how to use Teespring. Okay, so let's go over here. Welcome to Teespring. I'm going to assume that you already have created a Teespring account. Pardon me. When you create your account, you come up to this screen here, which is your dashboard. And as you can see, I've already got a $10 purchase right here. One shirt. That's all I sold was one shirt. But hey, selling one is better than selling none. And then down here is where all your merch gets put once you've put your listings out. In the top right hand corner, you have a button that says Start Designing. On the left hand side, you have your account name as well as all the different options for your stuff. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better here and so I can see as well. This is the benefit of having this new computer. On the left hand side, you've got Home, Analytics, Listing, Stores, Payouts, My Purchases, Tools and Services, Integrations, and Settings. Now, once you have your items listed, you can put them into stores. I'll pull mine up here so you can see what I'm talking about. And you can have unlimited number of stores. I currently have 5, 4 of which are actually mine. A 5th one, which is the JPSI collection, is one of my cousins that I do the design work and listings for. He is also blind like myself, and because he is out in the middle of BFE, he does not have internet or anything like that, so I do everything for him. Once you have your designs set up, you can set all your designs into different stores like these. And I'll show you how to do stuff like that in just 1 minute. But first, what we want to do is start designing. Now you see here, you got a couple different choices. You got face masks, clothing, neck garters, and zip hoodies. These are actually new products that have been released within the last couple of months. But you come down here below that and you can pick the primary product you want to start designing first, whether it's leggings or pet hoodies, men's t-shirts, tank tops, women's t-shirts, socks, hoodies, sweaters, home decor, which is pillows and posters and canvas paintings, And there's just a slew of different products you can make. Just to show a little bit here of what I'm talking about, let me show you the whole list of different options. And then we'll scroll back up here. The majority of the time when I start out doing mine, I go straight into doing the unisex t-shirts. And then you've got the choices between classic tee, comfort tee, premium tee, V-necks, tri-blends, all over prints, and eco. The eco unisex tees are actually natural. Instead of being synthetic materials, they're natural materials and recycled materials to create an eco-friendly brand. Some people choose to do just eco-friendly compared to the synthetics. And that is what we're going to start with. Once you get to the product that you want to work on, it pulls you up to this here. Just an FYI as well, your screen will not be dark like mine is. I have an extension on my Chrome to be able to have the high contrast theme, so it makes it easier for me to see. Just so you are aware, that's why it is dark. But you have the option of adding an image and adding text. You can do this, but I myself recommend not doing that, because when you're using Teespring, you have two options. These two options are branded material that you are going to use for yourself or for your business or a group. And then you have the selling category. If you do the branding option, where it's just for you or for your business or for your group, you have the ability to use their designs to create your stuff. Now, they don't have a lot of different things that you can use, but they do have a small assortment of clip arts and things like that you can use. But I don't recommend doing it myself. Why? Because it's a lot easier, in my opinion, to use Canva. Canva has a slew of different templates that you can use and customize. You can also create things from scratch. They have all the different templates and sizes that are perfect for every situation. That is why I use Canva, because it is way easier. You have more capability than you do with Teespring. And if you choose the selling category rather than the branding category, they do not give you the option to design with their stuff. The only thing they will allow you to do on Teespring is use text. And I don't know about you, but I don't want one that's just plain text all the time. I like the idea, like even this one right here for Creator Fundamentals. You at least have something there other than text. Like the red line, you can't do that unless you have the branding one, and that's it. So why even bother? Use Canva, design your stuff, then upload it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to come up here. We're going to go over to my Canva. Oh, and then you have my two shirt designs for Consult Blind Guy. As you can see here, rant time, as requested by our bruh Just Samson, and Just Saying, also requested by Just Samson. What do you think, Samson? Does that look better than how I showed you earlier with the big spacing? Teespring is more accessible than the other platforms from what I've seen, and it's free. unless you have a guaranteed sale, I would not want to use another platform. Okay, I'm going to come over here, and as you can see that the background to this picture is black. Why? Because it's transparent. You always want to make sure that when you design your stuff for your merch or whatever it is that you're going to be making, that if you do not want a border, kind of like how this is here, where it's dark gray to black, unless you want that color in the background, you always want to save your stuff with a transparent background. Like this here. We'll come over here and we click download, and then you click transparent background and download. Once it's saved, you close that out. You go over here to Teespring, go to add design, and pick your design. Now the design is uploaded onto the shirt, and as you can see there, it's nice and set up already on the positioning of the shirt. I did a fairly large Consult the Blind Guy logo with rant time. Then over on the left hand side, you have the option to pick the colors that you want for your shirt. And the whole reason you can't see any colors mainly right here at the moment is, one, I have the high contrast theme on, so it does block some of that stuff out. But you can select as many colors are available on each of the items. The eco-friendly has only a few options, whereas the regular premium, V-neck, tri-blend, and all overprint, they will give you up to like 23 different colors for your shirts that you can choose from. And there's only 3 available for the eco-friendly. Then you select save, and then you scroll underneath the color selector. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see a bit here. And then you can set your price. I myself, I only fix the prices for the United States. Underneath that, you have the euro. I don't screw with their euros because I'm not in Europe, and I don't particularly have too many people that are in Europe that watch my stuff, as far as I know, based on my analytics. So I just leave it right where Teespring has it for their recommended. Now, in my case, $27.99 for a t-shirt. That to me seems a little bit expensive. So what I'm going to do is come over here, and I'm going to alter my price down to $19.99. That $19.99 gives me a profit of $3.29. I'm trying to get sales, not get rich. It is entirely up to you what you set your prices for. But if you remember from the video I did before, Roberto Blake had made the comment, are you trying to make cents or are you trying to make dollars? Because if you're trying to make dollars compared to cents, you have to look at it this way. If you have a profit of only a few cents, it's going to take you forever to make dollars. If you sell it at a profit of, we'll say, 10 cents, okay? You're going to have like 1,000 sales in order to make any kind of money. Whereas if you have a profit of $1 and you have 1,000 sales, you just made $1,000. That is a much better profit margin compared to that of making cents. And if I sell this shirt here at $3.29 profit and I get 100 sales, that's $329. That's better than only making about $50 compared to making nothing. Then you can also choose whether or not you want a back design, and that is right here in the center. You click on that and you can see that there's nothing on the back. Front design says consult the blind guy, #rant time. Back has nothing. Now, when you do a back design, it's going to add on to the cost of the production for the shirt. Doesn't cost you, but it does cut into your profit. So if you want a back design, just realize that it's going to cost the company a little bit more to make your product. Just for this example, I'm going to add a back design. Excuse me. We'll go back over here to Canva. And we're going to download yet another design with a transparent background. Download. And we'll go back to Teespring. And we'll go over here and upload image. And we'll add that image to the back. As you can see here, this was not specifically designed for t-shirts, but it will still work. I'm going to stick that right in the back, right in the center, just to give it a nice little small appeal. As you can see there, consulting crew. That's all of you. And then we'll scroll down here to see what it did to the profit margin. And you see now, by adding on to the back design, my profit margin went from $3.29 down to 17 cents. Now, if you want to make money and not cents, you need to adjust your price just a little bit more. So, seeing as how I want to make a little money, not an ass ton of money, I'm going to adjust my price to $21.99. Gives me a profit of $2.17 per shirt. And in euros, that's a profit of $6.87. As I said, I don't screw with the euros. I just screw with the American dollar. That's it. If I had more people over in Europe that were viewers and subscribers, then maybe I would change it, but I will leave it right where the recommendation is from Teespring. That to me makes it a little bit more of a profitable venture by leaving it at the recommended price from Teespring, because now the people in the EU are going to generate a little bit more revenue than what the US is going to. Not that I don't like our EU friends at all or anything like that, But because of it being an international sale, I would rather make just a little bit more from them because of the hassle it's going to take for all of the product to get made and get shipped. Once you're done doing that, actually we'll close out my download marker there. That'll help increase the screen size just a little bit. Once you're done with that, you hit your save. Then it pulls you into the next screen, which brings you to the ability to pick all the different merch. And as I said before, there is a lot of different merch you can choose from. Now, just for this example, I'm only going to do a couple different items because this is going to get listed just for this example. But as you can see here, you've got the different products. And though the example is on white and there's a white text on it, there's going to be differences depending on how you do your designs on whether or not the white text is going to show up, depending on what color shirt the people want and everything like that. As I said, I set mine up just real quick because I'm trying to finish the design to make sure they look good. But we will select socks for an example here. And you got crew socks, regular socks, and we'll do regular socks. As I said before, you can see that because I have the dark theme on, it doesn't show me the best view. So turn off my high contrast for a minute. See, and you can adjust the size of your item, but you have to be careful because if it's not considered a high quality image, they'll make you remove it, in which case it won't look as good. So we'll adjust it there a little bit so as you can tell, because it was designed for a shirt, not socks, it's not going to perfectly align, but it will still get printed just fine for the item. I'm going to turn my high contrast back on so I can see without killing my eyes. And it's just like before, to where you can come down here and you can set your profit margin. You can also select the different colors, but that is entirely up to you on whether or not you want colored socks. Myself, not so much. I'll just leave them at regular socks. But you can see here there is an abundance of different colors you can choose from. And we'll continue because, as I said, this is being done just for an example today. And then it brings you back to the selection screen just like a moment ago. And then you can scroll through on to what you want to do next, whether you want more t-shirts for apparel, hoodies, stuff like that, or you can scroll down and then you have accessories and home decor. And your accessories consist of your masks and neckerchiefs and phone cases and towels, coffee mugs, stickers. There is a slew of different products you can choose from and set each individual price for every item. I have sat here on multiple nights doing things just like this, as you've seen at the beginning of this little walkthrough, that I've got a crap ton of merch between the 5 different stores, and I can tell you right now, the majority of them have every single product listed, and it takes hours to go through and do all of them. But as you can see here on the left hand side, it shows the products you've selected that you want for that particular design. It tells you the item name, the price of the item, as well as the profit, and then you have edit. That way, when you have all of these in a row like this, instead of going through at the beginning and setting your colors and setting your prices, you can just select all the products you want, and then you can go into this list here, hit the edit one at a time, and go through and make adjustments as you want. And it's just like the screen before. Once you're done doing your designs and your edits to the profits that you want, the item colors, all that, you hit continue at the bottom of the screen. Once you do that, you come over here on the left hand side again, you have your spot for your description and your title for that item. Then you also have first image, and I'm going to edit the first view, or not. That's right, because it's showing me the socks. I don't want to see the socks first, but oh well. Then you have the visibility to the public or private, your URL. And we'll just put up here for title, we'll put test demo. Go into the description. So a blind guy test demo Teespring live. I'll scroll down, and you can see here the URL comes up as buy test demo. You can swap out the URL name if you choose to, but as I said, this is just a demo, and then you can add to the store if you want to, and you can select I'll add it later, because you can choose what store you want it to go into. At the moment, I'm not going to, and then we're going to publish. Once you hit publish, it takes a quick minute. It goes through the process of getting your listing ready and things like that, and then boom, product is finished and listed. It's the first time I've seen that pop up come on before. But as you can see, I didn't align it the best because of my high contrast being on, so that's why it could take a minute. But you get the idea anyway. And then here's the t-shirt. As I said, my design was not 100% finished because I want to make sure that this is going to be 100% visible. So I know now that if it's going to be on white, I don't want the white text on the bottom. So I need to switch it up to red or black or whatever, because it depends on you on what colors you want your merch to be. And then you've got the option down here for the color. Now you see if I hit the gray, it actually shows up pretty good. But then you can see down here on the bottom right hand side that you have the time ticker. And the time ticker just means that every 3 days that if you get purchases, your items will not print until those 3 days are up. When you do your description, you should always put some kind of a description. In the past, I've only given a very light description, but because of a few people making recommendations to me, I will be going through all of my designs that I've got up so far and giving a very detailed description. Now, of course, for you in the sighted community, you don't necessarily have to do that, but I can tell you now that if you want more sales within the blind or visually impaired community, it would help drastically to have a very detailed description of each item that you design, whether it's a t-shirt or a hoodie or whatever, just solo items. But if you do multiple items, at least give a description of what is going to be on the product, what color it is, what the design looks like, things like that, because it will be beneficial for the accessibility features for those in the blind and visually impaired community. If you don't have a description with that kind of detail in it, you're not likely to get as many sales from the blind or visually impaired. As I said, I've done mine in the past to where they've only got mild descriptions. Like, for instance, with my design I just did for this demo, I would just say the Consult the Blind Guy logo in red and rant time. Because of a few of the community members asking for more detail, I know I need to go back through and be specific about Consult the Blind Guy logo. Black guy carrying, or silhouetted man carrying cane with Consult the Blind Guy in white, and hashtag rant time parallel to the logo in white, or whatever. Just to give you some kind of an idea on how you should try to gear your descriptions if you intend on getting blind or visually impaired purchases. Question: how is the quality of their shirts? Do they shrink? Is their sizing true? Or do you have to go up or down a size to get a good fit? To me, I think that their sizing is fairly good. I order all my stuff in large because being tall, and uh, my Ravens Videos 1 hoodie compared to my Consult a Blind Guy hoodie, both the same size, different color of hoodie though. Ravens Videos 1 is black, my Consult a Blind Guy is gray, and though they are both large, the sleeves on the gray compared to the black are just a smidge longer, but the sizing is still pretty much the exact same. It does depend on the color of the material that you select. As for the quality, I have no complaints. They do have a customer guarantee that if you are not satisfied, you can get a hold of Teespring, let them know why you're not satisfied, and they will either give you a full refund or reprint your product for you. That is what I did with my Consult the Blind Guy hoodie, for instance. When I first did my design and had it set up and sent out, when I first received it, it wasn't red. It was like a coral pink. So I complained. They gave me a refund and sent me a new hoodie. So if you have any kind of quality issues, you can be assured that either you will get your money back or they will fix it for you at no cost. As far as the shrinking, I have not noticed any shrinking on any of mine. And I've got like my shirt that I'm wearing right now for Creator Fundamentals came from Teespring. My Niminati shirt came from Teespring. My Live Streaming Pro shirt came from Teespring. So I've got 3 influencers shirts for channels here on YouTube, and they've all been washed and not shrank a bit. No bleeding of the colors or anything like that either. But I still recommend that if you get one that you wash it as soon as you do your laundry, because you are going to want that smell from the ink out of it, because it's strong. But I would say their quality of the items is perfect. I don't have any complaints about it, because as I said, if they didn't hold up to their guarantee, I would not recommend or continue to use Teespring. I know there are other platforms out there like Redbubble and Shopify and Printly and Printify and all those, but from what I've heard, the majority of them charge you anywhere from $20 to $200 a month, depending on what you want for your capabilities, for your stores, and everything else. And I don't feel like spending money on something I'm not guaranteed to make money. That's why I love Teespring. It does not cost me a single cent to have my stores, to list my designs, nothing. The only time I will make money off of my merch is on a sale. And as you've seen in my tutorial, I set the prices based on what they have for their setup. If you do just a front design, you can guarantee that you're saving a couple bucks in the product manufacturer in compared to if you have a front design and a back design. The more you have on it in that sense, the more it costs to make it. And in that case, you lose a little bit of profit. So then you have to increase your price just a little bit more compared to what it would have been if you just had a front design. Otherwise, I like Teespring. They do freaking awesome work. I've only had one issue and they immediately took care of it, and I got to keep my original item. I gave that Consult a Blind Guy shirt with the pink design to it to my mom. So now I have free promotion. My mom wears my Consult a Blind Guy that was a misprint with the coral pink kind of text background to it and the cane tip to it. And I've got the reprint with the actual red on it like it was supposed to be. The only other place that I have used myself is Custom Ink, and they're not bad. Custom Ink is an alright company, but it's more for fundraising and stuff like that, and they're a little bit expensive in my opinion. Because I could do the same thing here that you can do on Custom Ink, and it costs you more on Custom Ink than it will on Teespring. If you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. You can also find us on Facebook in the Consult a Blind Guy Hangout group, which is linked directly to my Consult a Blind Guy page. So you can message me there, or you can message me within the book or in the Facebook group, or you can also email me at consult.ablindguy@gmail.com. I also want to remind everybody that starting on October 1st, we will be doing the blind live streaming every day in October challenge. If you would like to participate, you do not have to be blind or visually impaired. It is open to the sighted, but it was requested by our blind community members to be able to have this challenge because they missed out on the Lita challenge hosted by the live streaming pros. And the Lita challenge is live every day in August as well as in April. And I will be participating again in April. The sign up for that is also in the description below. I also have the sign up on my Facebook page. By signing up, you are allowing me to email you every night with the following day's missions. I am also going to have this set up in a way to where if you're a podcaster rather than a live streamer, that you can participate as well. I have actually figured out for you podcasters who do not want to be on camera to live stream on Facebook without showing your face. That way you can actually do a podcast style to this challenge. And I will also be sending that out in a email as well for a tutorial, as well as having it posted within the challenge Facebook page. It will be every single day in October. I've already got all the missions set. Any one of you that is a content creator, if you are interested, this is an open invite. Thursdays are usually days that I would do a interview of why you create your content. Whether you're here on YouTube, whether you're a content creator on Twitch or Twitter, Facebook, whatever platform it is, does not matter. If you are a content creator, this is an open invite. You can come on here. We can talk about your content and about you, why you do your content to help you grow your channel or your platform, get you a little bit more exposure to a different audience, and help you grow just a little bit more. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Every little bit helps the algorithm. It also assists you subscribers to ensure that you stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more, because YouTube constantly changes up the algorithm. For some reason, they put that subscriber button with the bell and it says all, but they still don't give you all the notifications unless you have engagement with that channel. So be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you by chance have any questions still after this, please feel free to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, anywhere on social media. I am there. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. You can also join us on Facebook in the Hangout group. You have an opportunity to chat with everybody in the community, and you can also talk to me one-on-one there as well. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, depending on where you are in the world. And I will see you again here on Thursday afternoon. Try not to have too much fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will see you next time. Peace out until then. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me.